Wednesday evening, August 10th. Welcome to Smart Black Woman TV with your hosts, Vernita Williams and Charles Cummings.
Hey
Uh,
y'all, what's up?
I hope everyone had a great week, having a great week right now. We're in the middle of the weekend, which is hump day. So hopefully everybody having a good day. And hopefully I have some new viewers I'm expecting today. And shout out, like, comment. Let me see your presence because you know I'm looking for a couple of my affiliates that should be logged in right now. So I'm expecting you to this evening and expecting many of you as well. Welcome to our show this evening. We're going to be discussing a few topics. And first of all, shout out to many of the celebrities that are doing great things. One being Serena Williams. Congratulations, Serena, on your retirement. We wish you well with Smart Black Woman TV. I hear you are leaving the tennis world and going into the mommy, full 100% mommy world. Congratulations to you, and also embracing your career. And also, I've read you are writing a new book. So congratulations to you, and hopefully everything is well and you remain happy in your new journey and stress-free, of course. We would say that. Charles, I know there are some celebrities that you know about as well that are making some adjustments in their careers. And who is that?
And I'm sorry.
That a man.
Yes, yes. Charlemagne the God. I'm like, which one? I'm like, yes. But yeah, Charlemagne the God. He was. I'm not sure if it's a resignation, but I know he was leaving the show, the Breakfast Club, with Angela Yee. Both of them are leaving, so I wanted to give big ups to them. It takes courage to leave your job that you've been on for a while and just wanted to step out on faith to start your own business. So it takes a lot to do that. So big ups to them on that.
Yes, congratulations, Charlemagne and Angela Yee, on your new journey that you're walking into. So we wish you well here at Smart Black Woman TV. And also, we want to walk into another celebrity have some new changes in their lives, and that is Pete and Kim Kardashian. I know that was a big topic when Kim Kardashian got in this relationship with Pete. She's now departing that relationship because of the inconvenience of their relationship. She and he feels that their careers is very busy and they didn't have the time to put in the relationship, so they decided to part ways, which is a great thing when you're upfront about how you feel, even though you have great feelings for people. And it may be a great relationship for Pete and also Kim. But he decided, and she as well decided to part ways. And of course, the man of the hour is very happy right now, and that is Kanye. So I must say congratulations to you, Kanye. I know you see that you may have an open window to get your woman back. That's something that you're really pushing forward to. If that's that communication with Kim and yourself is still love, if there's still love there, maybe that relationship will mend itself, and you two will be together again with your entire family and your children. So congratulations to you, and you too, Kim. Hopefully everything is good with you and you're comfortable and with your choices you're making, and everything is moving smoothly for you and not stressed out. So
I
congratulations
think
to
I think
everyone.
that's dope though. I think that's dope how they were able to come to that conclusion at the beginning of the relationship versus waiting 2 years down the line and
Yeah.
discovering that okay, we're not for one another, or things are just kind of coming up out of the closet at that point, you know, so to speak. But
Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope how they decided to do that, and they're possibly they can be friends after that, you know, because when you don't do things like that, you kind of sever the ties on a bad note, and there's no going back. So big ups to them. That's adulting at its best right there.
Right. And Charles, you and I had a conversation about relationships, and this is getting to our topic on relationships. We were discussing relationships when people are out there in the single world, and you guys are looking for someone to cuddle with, to have fun, to join you in a relationship. So in dating, you know, what people tend to do is tell their better self. Charles and I was discussing from now on.
Right. No representatives. We don't want the representative. We need to know exactly. Let's do all of the negative stuff up front. For the first 2 dates, let's only talk about the negative things about one another, and let's see how long the relationship lasts after that.
Exactly. Let's tell about all the nitty gritty, the bullshit, the stank. Put everything on the table. You got it all. You stealing, you're cheating, you're not
Yeah.
being honest, you have a wife at home, you got all these things going on, and you sitting at some dining table
Right.
telling the person, giving the person this great story they want to hear just to sell yourself, when you know you got many wrinkles in your closet and nothing is ironed out. So if that person has the open heart to want to move forward with you with all of your trash and your bullshit, like I'm a thief, you know, I steal periodically, or I tend to tell lies, you know,
Yeah.
and that's something I'm trying to work myself, you know, from doing. I'm trying to stop lying, or I'm trying to stop cheating. You know, I have a wife at home and 4 children. I have, or even on the woman's side, you know, they sit across the table and they talk good nothings to guys, and they tell them all about the beauty of their life and how they love to travel and they love to cook and clean. And soon as you get in that relationship, you walk in that house of that female that you have met with a sink full of dirty dishes.
And oodles and noodles on the stove.
Right. And 10 kids that are over her mom's house because the mom is raising them.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Something that undisclosed that begins in the relationship that hurts the relationship, and the relationship ends because there's dishonesty that went on from the beginning. So if relationships now can start on a bad note, throw all the bad things on the table. I have anger issues, I have problems, I bust walls, I hit women, I punch you in the lip, I'll hit you with a hammer across the head, I'll kick you in the ass out the door. People need to know those things. Yes. Hey, welcome, Ebony. Thank you so much for joining us. We're glad to
What's
see
up? She made it.
you. Yes.
One of our loyal viewers right there.
Yes, she
But I
is.
definitely agree with you, Mom. Mom, I
Yeah.
agree with you on that, though, that subject. It also allows a person to decide whether or not if they want to be in that relationship. And by you withholding that information, you're kind of taking away that a person's right to decide to stay with you or not, you know. And how real is that, you know, when you think about it? It's only real because you're lying, so it's really not real, you know. So
Exactly. And we just had a comment from Ebony. Ebony said she and Greg had did that at the beginning of their relationship, and which is a great thing to do, because to
oh,
expose everything that you've done wrong up front and everything that you feel bad that you know you're doing wrong. Everyone knows they're wrong and they're rights. And to expose those things up front, you know, you will have a better and calmer relationship. The person understands exactly who you are. They're not trying to change you because you already came to them and let them know how you are in your ways. So
all
give
right.
people an open decision to make to be with you. And I think that will help a whole lot of relationships that are failing today, and a lot of disappointments that many men and women are having towards the opposite person, to go on with a relationship and not feel as though, I was with a liar. Oh, he was a liar. Oh, he was a cheater. Oh, he was married. Oh, she had 5 children that I didn't know about. These are the things that can be expressed, can help everyone in a relationship. So, or even people that are having or on medications, that need those medications, and not telling that person they're on that medication, and the reason why they were so calm and so nice at the dinner table is because they had the medication. And then when they lack that medication, the prescriptions are low or whatever it may be, and then this crazy person comes out, no one knows what to do, or a person easily walk out at that point because they're disappointed. So that's just I think that is some new relationship goals for many of you. You're going out there meeting people. The first thing you want to ask and questions you want to ask is, tell me about your bad things.
Let me see a rap sheet.
Boy. Tell me about the bad boy. Tell me about that fast bad girl you are. And I think that'll be good.
Right. Do you have any felonies? Have you ever been arrested? And for real, where is your mama?
Right.
That is a good question.
Have a job. You don't have a job. You don't have a car. You're actually driving your mom's car. You're driving your uncle's car. Whatever it is, let it be known up front. Stop painting these beautiful pictures and then disappointing people.
Right.
I mean, it's a beautiful picture. And everyone wants to hear the good stories. Everyone wants to go back home and say, I met this girl and she was beautiful, and all the things that I can imagine in a woman. She had every characteristic I was looking for, and to come to find out later on, it's not that. Only in a couple of weeks find out the truth in many people. It doesn't take but 2 weeks. Take your time in relationships. Pay attention to everything that goes on. If you're arguing in 2 weeks in a new relationship, it's probably not going to make it through, a year. So take on those messages. Look at everything in face value so that you're able to, withstand and get through it. But if you take it on and you go through all those fights and battles, you may as well put on your boxing gloves. If you're going to do it, go on and do
it. and I wanted to say also, these are conversations that my mom and I have, just normal conversations when we call one another. This is not, we don't prepare this, we don't script it. This is real talk that we have between one another, and it just shows the importance of having a good communication with your children and your parents. Things that we need, that parents need to know, things that your children need to know, and it all comes with communicating. So I appreciate this.
Exactly. We have fun when we talk, because we talk about real life situations. And
y'all are getting the G version, trust me. The rated G version.
Yes, G version. We're gonna
the E version for everyone, right?
Of course. And even in new relationships, we want to we want to move on past the relationships. Actually, we want to talk about Black Business Month, which is the month of August, and we're in the month of August now. Yes. And Charles and I talk about it a whole lot, and we started our own businesses ourselves, to be able to help in the communities, to grow our communities. And in doing that, we reach out to many of you. You have many talents. You work very hard. Some of you working, like Charles was saying, 2 and 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And 2 and 3 jobs, Charles.
Right. Instead, and this is just my logic, instead of I think this is a time to start creating jobs, instead of working those 2 and 3 jobs and working yourself all the way down for someone else's business or someone else's dream. If you put all that energy into your own dream, I think you'll be we. I know me personally, I'll be a lot happier. I am happy working for myself, but I've never been the 2 or 3 job person. I've always been the guy that's had his own business or had his own dream. And my mom knows I'll leave a job fast for my own dream. You know, I don't waste any time with
Yes,
that
you,
one. I don't waste any time, which is a good thing, though. It's a good thing. And some people don't have the courage to ever leave a job, even though they're not happy with it. You know, so I look at it as it being a positive thing and having the courage to be able to get out and step out on faith and start your own business. But yes, but creating more jobs for our community, that is my main goal. That's what that's been my passion for since forever. You know, so that's if I can share a little bit of knowledge, that the knowledge that I have with everyone to help them out, hopefully it'll touch someone and give them the courage to step out. And you can always reach out to me. Again, I always extend out my helping hand to whomever that's looking to start their own business. If I can help in any way, just let me know.
yes, and I've always helped people to begin their own businesses, and also to get them started, and ideas and how you can get a business started. And if you need assistance to understand what is it that I could do. I've always wanted my own business, but I don't know what I can do. Well,
Right,
if you work for someone for a long time, there are many things that you can do. The work that you're putting out for someone else, if you're good at your job, you can do it for yourself. Even
right,
if you have to train people to do exactly what you're doing. There are people out there looking for the same job you have today. Right now, you are working hard on a job. There are people out there trying and filling out applications and sending resumes to get a job exactly like the one that you're performing on a day-to-day basis. Pull up a podcast, get on in social media, talk about the work that you do, whether it be cleaning. You can talk about how and what products to use. You know how to clean certain things. You train people and tell them what products are good, where when you're using porcelains or PVC, when you're cleaning tubs, things like that. There are different materials. Some people don't know how to clean them. I'm not a professional. I don't know. I always ask cleaning people, what's a good product I can use to clean this? And I go to those cleaning professionals who knows exactly what product will clean, squeaky clean your tub, your PVC, when they're made of those different
right.
materials, things like that. So you can train people in your profession. What else is there you're doing? Some people are out there, whether it be windows, if you're cleaning windows, if you're washing cars, it doesn't matter. If you're a
Right.
cashier, you can tell a lot of different things. You can train people in so many different ways, and you won't believe the response that you'll get by just telling people how to do things that you have been doing for many years. And these things take off. And you'll be bright resigning too, just like Charlemagne did. They left one company, went to another, probably because they're doing something so great in the job that they performed every day that somebody reached out to them and gave them a bigger offer, or he just decided to go solo. And I think that's what he actually did and started his own, because what he was doing for someone else, he can make much more for himself.
That's right.
So that's something, we want to put out there for the month of August. And we want to move towards, Black businesses and to help our communities to grow and to have more people that are helpful and help us, excel, because we do want to do better. And there's so much we can do. So if you need any help, as we said, reach out to Charles, reach out to me. I have many resources to get you started. So if you have any questions, please like, comment, and share our videos. And also send an email, send us an inbox, DMs, they call them DMs. I call them emails.
Mom, don't say DMs like that.
I call them, I call them emails. So reach out and I'll give you some tips if you need them. Okay. Yeah. And a lot of other things that, that we talk about on a day-to-day basis, because we in our communities, we got a lot going on. We have a lot going on in our world. We're working, even when you're working in offices, you got so many different things that are eye openers to you, and you're kind of surprised every day when something else goes on. But it's going to continue to happen. So just make yourself comfortable as possible. And one thing we wanted to say, and Charles and I said, smile more.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was telling Mom earlier about how they say that a child smiles on an average of 400 times per day, and an adult smiles only 17 times on an average per day. So that kind of puts things into perspective as to what's going on here, and you can see the difference that children are always happy most of the time, and adults, we're getting to a place where angry face is the new look, so and most people wait until they're happy to start smiling. Not many people choose to smile when they're actually sad or not feeling too energetic, and it's a hard thing to do. I think it comes to reprogramming your mind and your mindset to look at it, the bigger side or the better side of it, or changing your perspective of it, I think. But I've heard before that some think that we should be like children, adults should be like children and live our lives like children. Of course, we're going to be responsible and take care of our normal responsibilities, but just to be a child at heart and be kind and all those things that we tend to lose as adults, I think those things are important.
Yes, and I do believe that. I truly believe that. And even at my age and people I work around, I work around some youngsters and they tend to like, my energy because I laugh a lot, and I try to smile. I smile a lot, and it's just in me. That's my demeanor, my communication with many people. I have a lot of humor in me. So I try to get people to smile, because life is not that difficult, loosen up a bit, enjoy
Right.
it. You're too old to laugh and smile. People look at you in so many ways, and they looking at, well, look what she got on. She's this old.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm going to continue to lead. And I think many of us should start practicing that. Even if you have to find things, going to the park, something like that, or playing ball. I have a girlfriend of mine. She plays kickball. She's on a kickball team, Brenda. And Brenda, when you told me you were on a kickball team, oh, that lit me. I just lit up when you told me about that. I love that. That brings me back to childhood. Yeah, kick the ball.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. And when you're kicking it, and I'm sure you're laughing when you're running. Because
right,
that's
kick the ball.
You're older adults now. You want to play kickball. So yeah, find things to do. Go get on some team. Go play baseball. You ain't gonna hit the ball.
Right. I found myself getting on a swing. A couple months ago, I got on a swing. I couldn't believe I got on a swing, and it has been years. A lot of people don't realize how long it's been since they've been to a playground, and it feels almost weird. Like, what am I doing here? But I got on that swing, and it felt like it reminded me of childhood times and when I didn't have any worries. So it's always a good time, a good thing to get back to that time where you didn't have all those worries, stress free.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because we're so busy looking behind us, and wondering if somebody's gonna, if they catch me on this swing.
Right. That's all right. You can be behind me on that swing and get kicked if you want to.
We think about so much, and I know women, we think about everything. We think about our defense mechanism, what we're gonna do if something happens. Well, I'm walking to my car, and if somebody come, and then while you're thinking, you preparing your purse. Let me put this phone in my purse. Let me put my hand down here and make them think I got something. It's
Ebony
so much.
said, take me back to 12 years old again. I don't know about 12 years old. That may be too young. That's too young. I ain't like 12. Take me to 15. 15, yeah, that was
Right. Yeah, so it's good to just do things, find things to make you laugh and enjoy life and bring the youth back in you. It's good. It gives you exercise, give you energy. You build confidence. It does so much, so much for your well-being.
right.
And it makes you smile. A smile is everything. If you can walk towards a person and they smile, you smile back.
Mom, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What are some good coping skills or coping mechanisms, if you call it, that you can do to kind of like relieve those stressful moments when you coming home from work? I'm stressed out. Like, what can some other people? I'm asking for me, but I know this others may be able to utilize this as well. But what are some of the things that you do to kind of help with your stress?
Okay. I think, I have an outlet. I think it's good to always have an outlet, always have a go-to person. Sometimes the person
Mm,
may not be available. I turn the music on, I turn the radio on, and I find the beat. I find a I find a beat that I can, kind of think about positive things. When I'm down and I'm kind of getting in my little slump time, I
right.
tend to make a phone call. I make phone calls. I call different people, and the energy of another person is not all you're. It's very rare you're going to find your energy and someone else is going to match.
Hmm.
So it's good when you're going through a downtime to call someone, just start making phone calls, call somebody, call that person that gives you that energy, that brings you back up. Even if it's that joking person, that person's going to find something for you to laugh about,
Right. Right.
every single time. Even if you just go on and you could go on in their conversation, allow that person to lead the conversation. And even if with them leading that conversation and you're engaging with them, it's changing your mind. Your mind is now going towards a different direction and it's turning, and you tend to come out feeling much better. And call another person if you feel like, yeah, that was a good idea she was talking about or he was talking about. Call someone else if your energy's still feeling low. Call someone else. I tend to make calls. And one thing that's great right now is social media. I tend to go to TikTok. It's some of the most funniest things that's going
Right.
on there. You can feel like you're having the worst time in the world. When you start rolling through TikTok, you can see some sad moments there. And some people, you're not going to feel sad anymore, because if you're just a basically normal person and you're just going through changes in your life where you're just having these up and down moments, coping with it can be easy to kind of transition in a way that you find things or looking at things that'll make you feel better about what you're going through. So go through TikTok, go through it, laugh, read the comments. Those are the most funniest things ever. You
The
may
comments.
see a video, but the comments will crack you up. These things help you to pull you away from those stressful moments. Call people. Some people have pets. Some people take walks. Walks are very good. I feel like exercise relieves a lot of stress for me. When I'm feeling a little stress, sometimes I feel like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm not feeling too good about going to the gym. But once I'm there, I'm feeling great.
Right.
I've gone from feeling like I didn't want to go to the gym today to getting in the gym and feeling good about it. So those are some of the stress relievers that I have. It's not many, but I do say social media, calling someone, and also a pet or exercise. That does it for me.
Ooh.
So in saying that, we're going to be moving into, well, before we go into this commercial break, Charles, just give me a little comment about how you feel about what my comment of making, how does it make you feel, to, do you think that's something that will make you feel much better in coping with your most stressful moments?
And yes, and absolutely. You know that you are my outlet. My mom is my outlet. Yeah. She knows how to deal with me. If I can be hysterical, and she knows how to bring me back down. We got a comment. I go to
Yes.
TikTok.
And Ebony is saying
She goes to TikTok also,
she
and
goes
it
to
makes her
TikTok.
feel
She's
better.
going through a career change. She's have been stressing. TikToks make her feel better at times when she's down. And yes, Ebony, of course, going through career changes, and I do understand that because I've made a couple of career changes just recently. It does make you. It tends to gravitate to you and kind of put you in a way that you get kind of nervous about your
Right,
that you're making, anxiety, which we spoke about before in our last communication, one of our shows not too long
right.
ago. We talked about anxiety. And right
Their
now you're
comfort
going through
zone.
some anxiety moments. And those are normal moments and normal changes. I'm here. I'm Mommy Dearest. I call me, I can give you many tips. I can make you feel better about where you're going and how you transition into that. Everything is going to be fine. Thank you so much for your comment and making your comment. But also, I want to reach out to everyone and tell you, continue to tune in to us, like, comment, and share our videos. We'll be right back with you. We're going to take a let me turn my mic off, babe. You able to do that? No.
On track, now we on way up. Don't be used as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up.
Welcome back. Oh, thank you so much for joining us again. Continue to, and as I say, like, comment, and share our videos. And we are here on the Smart Black Woman TV, featuring myself, the host, Vernita Williams, and Charles Cummings. Again, we were talking about stress and how to relieve some stressful moments that people tend to have, these ups and downs. And everyone, I think, have them. We all have them because we feel like we're bored. But when we get ready to go on vacation, everybody's happy. Yeah, that's something where vacation removes a lot of things, doesn't it?
It's like a reboot.
Yeah, and I think that's a great way to cope with your stress too. Look back at your calendar, see if there's a vacation that you need to take. Take a trip, take a weekend trip, go to the zoo. Go.
I don't need to
Some
look at the calendar. I don't need to look at the calendar for that.
right, right. You do not.
Right. I recommend a vacation once a month for real. Once a month.
Oh, and that's a great thing. It's a great thing. And I wish I could go on vacation once a month, every month. Well, I take a trip, a weekend break. I tend
Right.
to do something, over the weekends when I'm feeling
Right.
down and things like that. If I had a week, a low time in my week, that weekend, I make it my business Saturday or Sunday to get out and do something. And it always relieves a lot of things. And when you come back home, you feel like you did something for yourself. It makes you feel a little better. Some people living conditions are a little bit down right now. I think it's a great thing for many of them that has gone through those floods and losses and challenges in their lives, whatever it may be, to take a little break, Saturday or Sunday, decide to do something. Visit a friend, go and sit at your friend's house, talk to them, watch movies, pop popcorn. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do things to kind of get yourself settled and feeling a little bit better about yourself because you're stressing. Just try to
Right.
do what you can, to eliminate it. Yeah. So, hopefully, Charles, as you said, I'm your stress reliever, and hopefully I always have that energy for you because I am willing and able as much as I am, and I will continue to be. And that's for many of my friends, family, children. I'm here to speak with you all the time. The stress relievers that I'm a stress reliever. I try to do as much as I can. And then you look at me and say, well, who's relieving your stress? Oh, I got my
Yes.
stress relieved.
Wait. All right. She got her stress reliever. We're gonna leave it
I
right
got it.
there.
You know what? My mom too is my stress reliever. My mother is my stress reliever just as much as I'm Charles' mom and I'm his stress reliever. My mother can relieve my stress. My mother is the most humble person in the world. I have never seen my mother. I have never called my mother at a time that she is down.
Mm.
How big that is to say, being that I'm at the age I am right now. I won't disclose it, but I'll say many years I have had her, and to be able to call and talk to her, and always I will be laughing at the end of conversation, and always I will feel like that I had a band-aid that's been placed on me and covered me from anything I have ever felt. My mom is that one, and my sister too. My sister is one too. I can call her, and I bet you if I'm feeling bad, my sister is going to walk alongside of me and make sure I feel better and, give me the confidence that I am feeling good and I'll be okay. So
Right.
hopefully, some of you out there, these are some tips to you. I'm no doctor, I'm no counselor. I'm just a good old friend, family member, sister, and wife, and stepmom, and all of that, here to comfort you when you need it. So give me a call. I'll help you out.
No, call me. I'll let you know if you can call my mama. No, don't call my mama. That's our time. That's our time. No, back off.
Right, yeah. So yep. So and getting it back into our conversations, what are we going to be doing this week moving forward? As I said, I think I spoke about it last week. I did enter my new journey, and I just must say to all of you, I am doing very well. I feeling really good. My anxiety is totally gone. See, Ebony, these are things that I was going through. I was going through a bit of anxiety, making this career change and adjustment in my life, but it turns out that I'm feeling very well. I'm comfortable in my position. I'm comfortable with what my journey is all about. I'm seeing it more clear and thanking God a whole lot, a whole lot more. And you just can't thank God enough for his blessings. I am currently the director of accounting and human resources. So I will be handling the whole company's accounting system, starting it anew. I am in charge, doing very well, got it almost finished and ready to
Right.
launch. So I have only been there a couple of days, 3 days as of today, and I'm about to launch it tomorrow. So I'm feeling really good about myself, and we are all feeling
Right.
good. We got a project ahead of us that's going to start in September. It's 450 million. We have one of the best systems out there in construction, and believe me, this system we got, you talking new technology. I'm gonna be laid back with my hands on the back of my neck. Then you know what?
All right. That's the way to
Oh,
be.
yeah, and my legs crossed because if this technology that's moving today and the utilization of it today, you don't have to work as hard as you used to. Some of these companies are still living this old ways of doing things. Oh my God, people need to start speaking up. Let's change the system. Changing those systems and going into these new programs that people are creating today are awesome. They are awesome, and I'm thanking God for it. I am launching something that would have taken months to do, about a month to do.
And
Only
big ups. Big up
yes.
to you, Mama. So you gave your shout out to everyone at the beginning. I wanted to give a shout out to you. You've always given me the confidence that I needed in order to be successful in life. Whatever we needed, you've always been there for us. So big shout out to you, Superwoman, Supermom.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
so I appreciate you too, my man.
I appreciate
Uh,
you too. No, I'm just kidding.
you appreciate you too. You appreciate me.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm glad. I'm just really glad and proud of it, And many of you, if you're uncomfortable where you are and things are not moving in the direction you need to move in, it's time we grow in a different way, in a different light, and try to make change within yourself, make yourselves happy. That's the only way you're going to get there and reach your goals. In order to be able to afford all the things that you want in life, you got to make change for yourself. And if you have the talents, someone will pay you for your talents. Believe that.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Um, so we would like to pull a card, so in many conversations that we tend to have, we're going to put a card in the last session of our show. So Charles, I'm going to allow you to pull that last card for the ending of the show. And we're going to talk about it and see what kind of communication or engagement we can get from our crowd out there. So let's see
All right.
what you got.
All right, let me go through. I want to choose a good card, something positive, nothing bad. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's more. No. Okay, I'll go ahead and do one. I'll be flipping through the whole thing.
All right. Take your time, flip on.
I guess this is kind of like, well, what is your greatest weakness and what are you currently doing to improve it? I think that's a positive question.
Yeah.
Problem solving.
Let me see. What is my
Your
greatest?
greatest weakness? And that's a tough one because I know how I am. Most men don't like to reveal their weaknesses, so this is a good question for me. And maybe I'll go first and let you think about your answer because mine is pretty fresh.
I'm just really just looking. I'm searching through my weakness,
She's searching hard.
which one I want to expose. I'm like, oh, I don't
Right, right.
know. So let me know what yours is. What is it?
I'm going to pick an easy one. We just covered it. We were talking about anxiety. That was one of my biggest weaknesses. And I'm at a stage where I'm beginning to overcome my anxiety, just facing it. And like you said, you would have a bad day and have to go to the gym and kind of struggle to get the energy to go to the gym. And I felt that way before as well. And but once you get there, it's smooth sailing, and you're almost glad you went. So I
Mhm.
can relate to that. My anxiety has been, eh, I don't know, it's been I guess I can say a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Yeah.
I have pros and cons for my anxiety, but what I do most is music is a good one. Like if I'm stressed out about something, if I had an argument at work or something and I get home, I'm not going to turn on some crunk music. I'll turn on some soothing music, some jazz or something to kind of calm me down and relax so I can begin to unwind.
Yeah.
Oh, she said a good one. That's a good one. She said overthinking.
Yeah, everybody said overthinking is the biggest weakness. She's getting better at it, but just doing her best. And once I'm done, I forget about the rest. Right.
What are you
Oh,
doing to get better at that? I would love to hear some advice. Give me some advice on how you deal with
yeah.
that one as well.
Oh my goodness. So, overthinking it. You know what, Ebony? I am such, like I said, I am a go-to person. Overthinking is something that I do very well. Over
I get that from my mama.
I can overthink, things to the point where, I mean, you're thinking it, but you have so many great ideas in what you're thinking. It's not that you have
Doubt.
you're making bad decisions of what it is you're thinking. You're just overthinking it. You just when some people take things so lightly, and so many people, and there are a lot of people that they take a lot of things very lightly. But I overthink a lot, and I know that may come with some of the challenges that we may have had in life, that it makes us nervous, that's a bit of anxiety that has been set on you, and you tend to overthink things because you're trying to be, I think overthinking, when I'm overthinking, I'm being
There
more
we go.
careful, you know and what I'm doing, my choices. So I tend to
There we go.
think things that I don't have to, go, to those limits of thinking about certain things. But I tend to, because of some anxieties I may have had, or you may have, so you tend to overthink, some things. And I don't think it's a bad thing to overthink, when you're overthinking things. I just think it's you're being more careful,
Right,
so um and you're trying to cover all bases. That's
right,
how I feel when I'm overthinking. So it is, I guess, with me. So I guess I don't have any resolution to it. I don't, but I just don't think it's a bad thing.
what's been working for me lately is just going over what went well during that process. I like that.
And I
She
try to
changing the perspective of it. I
the
like
hard
that.
thing forward. Yeah, that's very good, Ebony.
The positive side of it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's a good way of thinking it. Thinking it out or resolving it for yourself. That positive way of moving forward with it, and prayerfully you get to where you're going with it by doing that, making that choice, making that decision. So yeah, I guess I didn't have the comment to help you with that. The overthinking, because I am an overthinker too. So, and my overthinking is being more careful about my decision, my final decision that I'm going to make in any circumstance.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good topic, Charles. That was pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
and it was a bit difficult. It was bit difficult to kind of bring comments about because, as I say, I'm an overthinker. I do. I overthink everything because I'm careful.
Right.
Not one to
Right.
go wrong. I'm not one to cheat. I'm not one to try to do it the slick way. I'm gonna think it out. I'm gonna make
Right.
sure that all bases are covered. So, and I think when you're a positive person, in that way, you tend to overthink things. I'm not saying people that don't overthink things are not positive or to try to slick things. Don't get me
I
wrong.
think it's a thin
Take
line.
you in places that you don't want to be. I didn't say
Yeah.
that about you.
But you know what? It's a thin line because if you start when you start overthinking it too much, then at some point it goes negative. You start to go left, and
Yeah,
you start to imagine things that aren't even there. You place things that will never be there in that place, so it can turn negative very quickly. So I understand where you're coming from with that one.
yeah, I do too. That was a good one. So we're gonna do
Yeah.
one more card, and we're gonna discuss it really quick, and then, of course, we're approaching the end of kind of the end of our show. So we're gonna do one more card, so we can get you viewers out there to comment and engage along with Ebony. We will appreciate it, and Ebony, you continue to engage with your comments. We do appreciate every one of them.
I'm sorry, I'm cracking up at this card. Sorry. Wait a minute. All right. Did you receive beatings or whoopings as a child? And would you discipline your children with corporal punishment? Why or why not?
Woo!
Well, to keep it simple, I got my ass whooped. I did.
It
I
wasn't beat,
did.
it was a whooping.
No, I can say every time I got a whooping, I needed it and I deserved it every
Yeah.
single time. And I got away a couple times when I should have gotten one. So she's like, wait a minute, let me catch up.
Like my
Now,
mama
will
said,
I whoop my
whoop your
kids?
ass for old and new.
Will I whoop my kids? I will definitely whoop my kids. If they were anything like me, I know they deserve an ass whooping as soon as they come out the womb. So,
Well, you know what? And for just in closing and saying that, I did get whippings as a child. I got whippings too. Wasn't a bad kid, but I misbehaved in times. And then was disciplined by it. And there were some whippings I got. I had one whipping that I kept going to this boy's house. And I was
ooh,
a liar. So I would tell my dad, yeah, when every time I got caught every single day. And I said, yeah, I went again, and I thought I was being slick, and I'll go around the other way, and then I go down that way. And I had probably about 5 or 6 ways I went. But every single time I got caught. You know why I got caught? Because my dad friend lived across the street. So did I get the whippings? Best I did for a whole
the only
week.
thing
I
you
got
needed,
whippings.
the only thing left was digging the tunnel, huh?
Ebony said she got whippings too.
Don't whoop my baby over there, Ebony. Do not whoop my baby. Dude,
And I know Lenny Pooh gets some spankings too, and she's only 1.5 right now, but she's getting her little spankings already.
but you know what? Y'all whoopings were different from ours. You probably got the switch whoopings.
No, well, I got switch whippings, and my parents had this belt, and it was long, and it was about that wide, and it was long, and it wasn't a belt. I don't know what it was because it didn't have a buckle on it. It was like a little cowhide, and it was about that wide. It's very thin. and oh my goodness, it hurt so bad. And you know, I took it and I threw it. We lived, so there was an alleyway right behind the house we lived in, and then there was this building. And I thought I took that belt and stole it and threw it up on top of that big roof. Because that belt hurt. And when I had to get that next whipping, here come that belt, came out of the deal. So I know he didn't throw it up there. He had to have another one. So yeah, I got a whipping again with that same type of belt. And I didn't throw that one away because you know what? He hid that one.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, and I think many of us got spankings, whippings, some got beatings, but all the ones who have got those lashes today, and if you got them from your parents, I'm saying, you know, not from some stranger, you got them from your parents.
Right.
Your behavior is much better because of that strap.
Right. Exactly. The equalizer. That's what y'all used to call it, the equalizer over there.
Right. My husband called it the problem solver.
I don't want no smoke.
Right. They used to have to go to the prayer room.
I know those whoopings used to hit different. The whooping from my mom, and no, those was two different whoopings. I'm like, let my mama whoop me, Lord, please. You know, I was gonna make you chase me around the clock, the coffee table a few times. The whoopings from a dad, you know, a dad is not doing no chasing, you know.
No, at all. My dad would grab us by the ankle.
Ooh.
So
I'm
you're
like,
not running, you just got your hand going on the floor like this. You ain't going nowhere. He got you up in the air by your ankle.
Ooh.
Yes. And
you a kid like that these days, you will have the CPS on your doorstep.
Right.
The kids are called CPS on the parents nowadays, you know. It's crazy.
Yes, and these kids today, some of them need the belt, the strap.
Right.
Yeah.
Extension
and
cord, a brick.
Right. So thank you everyone for joining in. We did enjoy your company today.
Yes.
Please like, share, comment, and share our videos. Thank you very much, Ebony, for joining us and engaging in all of our comments that we had, topics.
Yes.
Hopefully you guys, all of you, have a wonderful rest of the week. We'll see you again next Wednesday. Have a great evening. Bye.
Good night.
This program was made possible by Neighborhood Planet Broadcasting Systems, Neighborhood Planet Network, and from contributions to NPN TV from viewers like you.